Ever want to know what happens behind the scenes of an ATM business? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hey there, my name is Carey Buck. I've been an independent ATM business owner since 2009, and I've been an ATM business mentor since 2011. That's where I teach people just like you how to start and grow your own profitable ATM business that'll provide you with consistent monthly passive income and big chunks of cash in small time frames. Now, why do you want consistent passive income and big chunks of cash in small time frames? It's going to vary for everybody, right? Everybody's different. Everybody wants them for different reasons. But a lot of folks that come to this channel, they want to get out of their 9-to-5 jobs. They want their time back. They want their freedom, right? Then you have the folks that want to supplement their retirement, or maybe they did not plan for retirement, and this is their retirement. And then you got people that are tired of putting out like $50,000, $100,000 and plus to make decent returns on their money. And instead they want to put out less money to make decent returns, right? And then you have people that want the generational wealth. They want to build a legacy for their kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. And then you have people that want something that I don't know, I didn't mention because it's personal to them, right? You might even check off multiple boxes, right? But here's the thing. If you'd like me to help you on this journey to start your ATM business to create consistent cash flow, passive income, and big chunks of cash in small time frames, I'm going to help cut your time down, right? So whatever that ultimate goal is, I'm going to help you get there faster, all right? And time, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but anyways, now you're going to know it's your most valuable asset, right? More valuable than money, more valuable than anything is time, right? Because we don't ever get it back. Never. All right, so I'll help you cut the time down that it takes for you to reach that ultimate goal. If you'd like me to help you, I invite you to go to atmtrainingvideo.com. Better yet, just click that link in the description below. All right, so before we get into this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, right? Give me a like. Thumbs up. Yay, good video. Thank you. Also, click in that corner. I think it's this corner, right? I'm in a different spot again. And again, I get a little discombobulated. But anyways, in this corner, there should be a silver ATM. Click on that, all right? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. So every time I post a video, select all. So every time I post a video, you're first to know about it. All right, so the behind the scenes of the ATM business. So two things. First of all, I want to talk about what happens behind the scenes, like of the actual process, right? So let's go through that real quick because that's real boring, right? So somebody comes to use your ATM machine, right? They want money from their bank account, right? They want their money, okay? But they're not near their bank, okay? Your ATM is there. They put their card in, ATM's going to ask for their PIN. They're going to enter their PIN. Now, the back end, the processor, they're going to check to make sure that, the PIN is correct, it's the right card. And not only that, they're also going to check and make sure that not only does this person have the amount of money that they're requesting from your ATM in their bank account, they're going to also make sure they have the surcharge fee in their bank account, right? So when the processor on the back end confirms, yes, this person who is requesting $100 from their bank account has $103 in their account. $100 because they want it, $3 for the fee, or whatever the fee is, right? I don't, it could be whatever you charge, right? Maybe $4, maybe $2, I don't know. But yes, they will confirm that. As soon as they confirm that on the back end, right? And it happens like that. As soon as they confirm that, they'll tell the ATM, hey, ATM, go ahead, give them money. Give them their money, right? And the ATM will give them money, provided they click that little button that says, yes, I will accept the surcharge fee, right? So as long as they say, yes, I accept the surcharge fee, then, instant, I don't want to say instantly, right? But it takes a couple seconds, right? But the processor will determine that, hey, that PIN was correct. Hey, they got the money in there, right? And then, boom, the ATM gives you money, right? So that happens on the back end. Like, you have nothing to do with that. Like, you set all this up in the beginning one time, right? One time with your processor, your ISO. You set that all up one time, okay? And then it's connected. Your ATM is not connected, to the processor. So every time somebody uses your ATM has like basically its own social security number. It's called TID, terminal ID, identification number, right? And that's how, they know, oh, well, somebody took the money out of this ATM, so that's how the processor knows to put that money back in your bank account. That's how they know to give you that surcharge, right? This all happens behind the scenes like that. We have nothing to do with it. We don't even have to think about it, okay? We don't even have to think about it. So that's what happens on the back end, right? And I don't, this is going to sound funny, but I don't really use ATMs that much. So I believe that if you enter the wrong PIN, you don't even get to that other part, right? So the processor will tell you right away, that's the wrong PIN. Get out of here. Get out of town. Get out of town, Jack, right? And it'll spit the card back out. But as long as you enter the correct PIN behind the scenes, the processor will be like, okay, ATM, let them go to the next step. Then the next step is they'll request the amount of money they want, right? And then the processor will be like, okay, yes, they have the amount of money, check. Yes, they have the surcharge, check. Okay, ATM, give them the money, right? So that's what happens behind the scenes like that. We don't even think about it. Just think about it. Like, I'm sure you've used an ATM, or if not, go use one. Right? You'll see it, it's relatively quick, okay? And it just happens without our knowledge. That's just how it works, right? So this is the behind the scenes of someone who already has a successful running, well-oiled ATM business, right? And they're getting consistent monthly passive income and big chunks of cash in small time frames, right? So this behind the scenes will be completely different for somebody just starting, okay? Because behind the scenes just starting, you're doing a lot of hustling, a lot of getting out there, right? And as I'm going to show you in a minute, I should probably be doing that too. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So basically the behind the scenes of the ATM business, right? Because we know that, the forefront of the ATM is filling the machine, right? Going to the bank, filling the ATM machines, right? And along that journey is driving in your vehicle, whether it's a bike, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a car, public transportation, no matter what it is, but driving that vehicle, listening to some tunes, listening to books, listening to podcasts, whatever it is, right? That's a big thing behind the scenes, okay? And then another big thing behind the scenes, once you have a successful ATM business, is, let me show you. Now, I don't want to hear a thing about all the crap in my garage, right? Because the garage is junked up right now. We got our bikes over there, got my car. Yes, it's a Hyundai Sonata, no Lambo in my garage. Not that there's anything wrong with Lambos if that's your thing, but that is not my thing. I'd rather have an inexpensive car, better on gas, and that goes till I drive it into the ground in 300,000 miles. Like, that's my jam. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a car person. But anyways, if you are, that's okay. So behind the scenes of the ATM business, when you have a successful ATM business, oh, look at it. By the way, a little side note here. This is pickleballs, right? And this is the Lobster. It's a pickleball machine. Helps you do drills with pickleball. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked. So when you're in the ATM business, sometimes, look at this. You got 1, 2 ATMs, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 ATMs, ladies and gentlemen, in my garage. These two, well, actually, I'll get to these two first. These two have been out of order. They've not been working. And although I know how to fix an ATM, it's not really something that I enjoy doing. Not that I hate it or anything, but it's just I don't really care to do it. So I put my wife to the task of fixing them, and like that, this one is fixed. So this one's ready to go. And then I just ordered a part for this one, and I'm sure as soon as it comes in like that, it'll be fixed and ready to go, because she will fix that one. Now, so that's 2 machines I'm gonna have to find places for. And then these 2 right here, this one and this one. So what happened was, they were, look at me in my messy garage. They were in, well, one of them was in a location. One of them was one of our mobile machines. But it was in one of our really high-performing locations, and it just didn't work. The keypad went. The keypad didn't work, right? So we were like, oh shit. So we had a new ATM in the back of the Jeep already, and we drove to the location. And when we figured out it was the keypad, we took this one out and put the other machine in. This was the other machine we put in, right? So it was one of our mobile machines. So we put this in. So we put we put this machine in, and the next day we get a call, the keypad don't work again. So we went, keypad didn't work again. So we had a brand new machine that we took with us, and we took this machine out, put the brand new machine in. And then what we did was, so we got 2 keypads that didn't work, right? They were like, oh my God, I'm going to freaking kill myself walking in here. Got 2 keypads that didn't work, right? So I'm a big fan of the support. Like, these are hand tool 1700s. So I'm a big fan of Gen Mega hand tool support. So we called them, and they told us, we could send the keypads in for repairs, yada yada. So what we do is we sent both keypads in for repairs, and we've had, for the longest time, 3 cassettes that had some issues. You gotta be careful. You drop these cassettes, you're gonna have to get it repaired at some point, right? Because shit gets all rattled. You can repair them yourselves if you want, but time's your most valuable asset. Pay somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? So anyways, we sent in 3 of these cassettes that weren't working, and so they repaired these 3 cassettes for us. So the 3 cassettes came back, and we got 2 new keypads that came back. Now, my wife already installed this keypad, and she will install this other keypad, but my wife does not know how to program the machine, so I'm going to have to program this machine, and we will most likely be recording a video for my students for this machine, and I will then, of course, program it. Now, these other 2 ATMs back here, these work. We use these for mobile events, but we needed our trailer. We have a trailer, and we needed that. I forget what we needed it for. So the ATMs ended up in our garage, and now we got a clusterfuck in our garage for a while. That's my wife's bike, the Canada. Mine's the bike behind it. It's like a pedal assist. It's a Verve 3 Plus or something. But it's like a pedal assist bike, right? So I can have an assist if I want, or I don't need it. But anyways, so behind the scenes is you're going to have some repairs and stuff. And I'm going to come back to me. Hold on. So that's a behind the scenes of the ATM business. Sometimes, you're going to have machines that break down, right? Cassettes that maybe you accidentally drop. And then money, like tons of bills start feeding through at once. You know what I mean? So you got to get it repaired. I mean, like I said, you can repair them yourself. Like they'll walk you through how to repair stuff if you want. But that's something that is behind the scenes in the business. That's not exciting to me. Like I don't enjoy fixing shit. I really don't. I don't like. My wife makes fun of me. I don't like getting my hands dirty. My hands are always nice and soft. They're always nice and soft and clean. And I like them that way, But I don't like fixing stuff. If you like fixing stuff, and let me just be really clear. I can fix an ATM. I can fix pretty much anything on that ATM. And if I don't know how to fix it, I'll call support. They'll tell me how to fix it, and I'll fix it. Right? So I can fix it. And that's saying a lot because I'm technologically stupid. Right? So if someone like me can fix an ATM, I know someone like you can fix an ATM if you feel, inadequate in the repair or technologically savviness department. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't enjoy that, right? So those first 2 ATMs I showed you, they've been sitting there forever. I don't feel like doing it, right? And that goes with saying, so we got 6 ATMs sitting in the garage, and our passive income is still pretty damn good. Yeah, so what's going to happen when I was telling how, in the beginning you got to hustle and grind. What's going to happen when I get these machines placed? Actually, just 4 of them will be replaced because will be placed 3 or 4. I don't know if we're going to keep 2 or 3. The 2 is our mobile, but I don't know if we're going to have another one. Keep another one as a mobile. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what's going to happen when I put 3 or 4 more out there? The passive income, the consistent monthly cash flow is going to increase, right? Obviously, common sense, right? And the other behind the scenes of the ATM business is, again, we're talking about an ATM business that's already performing. We've had this business since 2009, and this video I'm making is 2022. That's 13 years now, right? So it's already performing. It's already making that passive income. It's already making those big chunks of cash, right? So a lot that I do behind the scenes, again, is different than what other people would do. A lot of my behind the scenes nowadays is not doing anything that has anything to do with the ATM business. It's playing pickleball, right? It's hanging out with my boy. Here you go. This is my baby boy. There's Spencer. Snoozing. Hanging out with my baby boy, going out with my wife, doing stuff, like living life. We moved to the beach 3 years ago. Going out on a boat with our friends, going to the beach, going bike ride, whatever we want to do. Like, that's a lot of my behind the scenes nowadays, right? Wasn't like that in the beginning, but that's how it is now, and now we're looking at, I feel like my phone is too close. Now we are looking at multifamily properties. I'm going to do real talk with you right here. I was thinking small. I was thinking really small. I might have even said it on a video, but now I'm calling myself out on it in front of you. I was thinking small, saying, we're going to get like a 4 or 5 unit, something small to start with. That's thinking small. If you're going to think, I forget who said this, but if you're going to think, you might as well think big, right? So that's out the window. Now we're looking at bigger units, It's just like a 20 unit the other day. The problem nowadays, I think, is basically getting your offer accepted, at a fair price, not a crazy price. But anyways, so, that's what my behind the scenes is now, right? Enjoying life. That's why we moved to the beach, enjoying life, looking at other investments as well. But you already know, if you know anything about me, I've been in real estate since 1999. I sold my last single family home in December of 2021. And now we're looking for multifamily, right? So that's behind the scenes for me. And again, behind the scenes of somebody who has a successful performing, ATM business, right? That would be different. This might be a different behind the scenes for somebody who, maybe doesn't have any ATMs or only has one. You know what I mean? Oh, and another thing, remember I was showing you about the repairs? And it costs about $700 to get those 2 keypads and those 3 cassettes repaired. And you might be thinking, oh my God, Carey. I think the cassettes were like $150 each, which is pretty good to get them repaired because they're like $400 used. Yeah. So $300, $450 to get them repaired versus $1,200 to buy 3, used ones. But anyways, it was like $700 to get all those repaired. For 50, yeah, 750. 455, 56, yeah. $700 to get all those repaired. And you might be thinking, oh my God, Carey, what are the repair costs in the ATM business? You know what? I'm going to put a video up here talking about that. It might be up here. Like, my girl told me, you pointed in the wrong direction last time. So it's going to be in one of these spots, okay? Talking about repairs in the ATM business, cost of repairs, okay? But I'm actually going to tell you right now, it doesn't cost that much. 13 years we've been in the business, including that $700 I just told you about. We've spent less than $3,000. Wrap your mind around this. less than $3,000 on repairs over 13 years. Insane, right? Crazy, right? Anyways, this was a little bit of the behind the scenes of the actual process of what happens in the ATM business, and behind the scenes of, an ATM business owner and what goes on in a successful ATM business. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to do a little bit more rocking and rolling to get those 3 or 4 machines placed once they're fixed, and I will. The me now is way different than the me in 2009 when I first started, right? I have no fear of talking to business owners. I have no, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm 100% positive that I will place all those machines when I go out there, right? And, it might even be the first people that I talk to, right? Like, there's like no shred of, oh my God, is somebody going to say yes? Like, I don't feel that anymore. Like, that's been going a long time. Like, I have the utmost confidence in myself of placing these machines quickly when I feel like it. Which I gotta feel like it now since I just told you all about them, right? Because why is this dummy sitting here with 6 ATMs in her garage? Well, actually, only 2 of them are okay to be in the garage because they're mobile machines. Maybe we'll make the 3rd one a mobile machine. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I'm going to get those placed when they're fixed. And I'll let you all know when I do that. Maybe I'll take you out with me when I am talking to business owners. Oh, snap. How about them apples? All right, guys, listen. Hope that made sense. You got, You got a little behind the scenes of the actual, like, what happens with an ATM transaction, right? And then you got behind the scenes of what happens with someone who owns a successful ATM business, and by the way, let me be really clear, right? Talking about the behind the scenes of what happens on a day-to-day basis in the ATM business. When you have your ATM business up and running, and I'm not out there finding more locations, which clearly I'm not doing because I got machines in my garage, right? But you have your ATM business up and running, you spend very, very little time on the ATM business. That's why the behind the scenes for me is pickleball or bike riding or going to the beach or swimming in the pool. You know what I mean? Well, obviously not right now, but I think we're opening at the end of next month, our pool. Hanging out with family. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not much to the business. I got once a week, I fill the machines. Okay? And then we have a couple that are further away. Once a month, I fill them. That's it. And then the rest of the behind the scenes are doing whatever I want. There's also, of course, I usually, when I wake up in the morning, I'll check the app on my phone to see, which machines are low or whatever. And I usually don't do it every morning, to be honest. When I first started, I did. I don't do it anymore now because you get a good idea of, number one, how fast your machines go through money. And number two, you have alerts set up, like you get emails or texts when machines get low, right? So that's more behind the scenes. All right, so listen, if you got any questions, post your questions below. If you got ideas for future videos, post them below. I get all these ideas from you guys, right? When you guys ask me questions, when you join my Facebook group, free Facebook group. And then, of course, don't forget, if you'd like me to help you start your own ATM business, just click on the link below. You're going to fill out your email address, and then there's a 28-minute training video. Watch that, and then book a call with my team. Together you guys will figure out if you and I will be a fit to work together. All right? And then don't forget, likes for this video. Boop. And then click that ATM in the corner. I think it's this corner. Click that ATM. It's a silver ATM. Click it. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification. Select all. So every time I post a video, you're first to know about it. All right, Carey Buck here, signing out. I'll talk to you soon. And may you live happily off of passive income. Hey, Carey Buck here. I hope you enjoyed that last video. If you got any questions or comments or even ideas for future videos, just post that below, okay? And do me a big favor. If you have not done so already, give me some thumbs up, some likes for this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification and select always